breathtaking view of the New York City skyline as taken from the Empire State Building. We're coming to you live from Manhattan. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Berry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Markkanen and Carter are up front. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Porter in at the small forward. And for New York, Knox and Randall. They're the forwards. Dennis Smith is out there with Barrett. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. You've seen a lot of teams over your time that have been terrific starting a season, then just fall apart second half of the season.
Have you seen it, Kevin, happen with teams that have really good veteran players? I've seen it with young teams.
Yeah, unravel. I mean, it's painful to watch. None come to mind, but I'm sure you could start to find teams that are 10 wins below from one half of the season to the next half.
And some of that we know. It can happen with injuries to a star player and you just are dismantled. But a lot of times...
Like the Pacers with Oladipo.
Yeah.
They were a different team the last quarter of the season.
It's a great call, Kevin. But a lot of times it happens with young teams because if you get off to such a hot start and it's a bit unexpected, there's going to be a lot more attention on you. And you start to feel like, oh, well, we've arrived. This is easy. We've done this for 35, 40 games. No problem. Well, the league figures you out. And a lot of times young teams that have early success are probably the most susceptible to this lemmings kind of falling off the cliff type of deal.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I talked with Coach David Fizdale. There are few players more gifted athletically than Zach LaVine. Coach made it clear their focus is trying to contain him offensively. Good luck with trying to keep him between the ball and the basket.
Thank you, David. And now just over a minute played here in the first.
And so far the team just 1 of 5 and that rim shrinking.
First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
For New York, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Smith in the posts. White covering. It's stolen by Carter. Now here's Levine. Defense is right there. Porter, no luck.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Randall, no good. Robinson against Porter. To the middle. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Porter.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
And the pass to Barrett. Over Levine. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And finished off by Porter.
And being 6'8", dunking, not an issue for Porter. All he needs is good position, and he's good to go.
So it's the Knicks now, trailing by 4. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
Yeah, you know they wanted a few of those plays back. What a tough way to go out in that.
Yeah, really a game that they should not have lost, but sometimes even when you play your best, it might not be good enough.
Now here's Levine. Following the miss by Julius Randle, he gets it in there.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Barrett. Averaging 17 points per game, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Now, here is Smith. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the 76ers in Philadelphia. 5 to shoot. They need this. Trying to get open is Randall. And Robinson with the layup.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Now here's White. Had a tough time getting going against the Thunder. He was a non-factor in that game. Carter against Robinson. Carter dishes to Levine. Doesn't go for him. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Smith feeling it out a bit. And it's sent back by Carter. Fires from 14. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And you spend any amount of time watching Dennis Smith Jr., Greg, his leaping ability makes for some impressive highlights.
Kevin, he's got the size and the off-the-charts athleticism. Now just trying to figure out how to realize his obvious potential.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing. And Coach Jim Boylan agreeing to a multi-year extension with the Bulls this summer, Greg.
And taking that interim tag off his title as head coach, Boylan, with over 30 years of coaching experience, afforded the opportunity to continue developing this young core.
And he's good on the second. Well, few players in the NBA are as scary as Dennis Smith Jr. when he has speed towards the rim.
Smith just attacks with a ferociousness when he puts the ball on the floor. It can leap out of the building and strong enough to dunk over and through just about any player. Still developing the rest of his game, but you like his aggression when going to the hoop.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. 7-point differential. And stolen by White. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And so it's New York with it. Chris Dunn's checked in for the Bulls. Dunn against Smith. From the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming, Kevin.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Knox the pass to Smith. A floater, and it's good on the layup.
Recognizing spacing on the floor there, Dennis Smith Jr. with a nice job of delivering.
Smith against Dunn. On the wing, Porter. This one for 3. Rebound by Smith.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Goes back up. Randall got a hand on it.
And how about marketing, using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of being able to get up and block shots.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Here's Smith following the basket by Otto Porter. And he dunks it down.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
So much talk about 48 minutes. The team with the lead letting its guard down now.
Levine dishes to Carter. Over Robinson. And it's Carter missing.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Porter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on R.J. Barrett. Hey, look at guys like Otto Porter, Greg. He just brings so much with his consistent outside jumper.
And guys, he's shot threes at a tremendous clip the last few seasons. I mean, really for his whole career. Sometimes can be a bit passive, so you just make sure he's involved and looking for his shot.
The first free throw is good. And the movement to bring the NBA back to Seattle, the Pacific Northwest. Brent, you played there half a decade. I know you've got fond memories. How much does that city love the NBA?
The Seattle fans are incredible, and I don't know how much,
knowledgeable.
Yes, and how much longer do we have to keep talking about how we want a team in Seattle?
One of the great cities in this country.
A fantastic place to play, to live, and the city is starved to get the Sonics back up there in the green and gold.
And they'll support them.
Oh, there's no question about it. So the time is ticking, and everybody's excited about the opportunity in the near future for the team to return. Now, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Knicks trail by 13. Poked away. Dunn attacking. And it goes down 2 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
New York shooting an alarming 21% to get things going here. Here's Dotson. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Levine's got 5 rebounds tonight. Young finds Porter. From outside, off the mark.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Felicio's checked in for the Bulls. Satoransky comes in for Porter. Pass to Harkless. Payton with the ball. Outside Portis. Pass to Harkless. 5 on the clock. Here's Payton. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Payton being aggressive, a mindset that the coaches have encouraged with him. Stay aggressive out there.
Satoransky looking around. Young left side. Dunn outside. Here's Felicio. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Knicks trail by 15. Here's Dotson. No points in the game yet for him. Now, here's Dunn. Guarded closely. Good work there as it goes. And the Bulls lead by 17.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Here's Dotson. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Outside Portis. Payton finds Harkless. Back to Payton. Lets it go from deep. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. The Bulls leading by 17. Now, here's Dunn. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. And it's slammed in by Young.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Here's Dotson. Outside Portis. Floats it up for Young, and stolen by Portis. Harkless kicks to Dotson. Ball's knocked loose. Back to Harkless. New York moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Payton up top, defended by Young, and the Knicks miss again.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure. Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
.136 left here in the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Payton outside. They could use a bucket, and it's good off the glass. Payton's got his second bucket of the night.
The more he drains those mid-rangers, the more it boosts his confidence.
To the paint, and it's blocked. And pushing it up, here's New York. Dotson can't hit.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Payton passes to Portis. That's good, and it's Payton with the assist.
You risk getting torched when somebody's open. Payton's skilled enough to find the open man.
Satoransky against Payton. Satoransky the pass to Young. The feed now to Levine. Over Harkless. Levine can't hit.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Dotson. Lays it up and banks it in.
This is the main strength of Elfrid Payton's game, is feel for when to dish the rock.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Bulls. They lead by 17. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
The failure to make shots on a consistent basis, that's going to put you behind the 8 ball all night.
Well, the defense against them had a little something to do with it, but you still got to go out there. You got to find a way to get good looks. You got to keep working the system, and quite frankly, they just couldn't do that.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Bobby Portis, who's known for his work ethic, said he learned a lot from his mother.
She gets up at 3, 4 in the morning and gets off at 1, 2 in the evening. You know, she works hard for her 4 boys. You know, she breaks herself off daily. You know, I always try to pride myself in hard work also because how hard she worked for me.
And she was a basketball player in her own right. Greg, a scholarship at Jackson State University.
Yeah, and gave up basketball when she had Bobby, but she encouraged him to pursue his dream, and she said now she's living her dream through him.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
So they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Knicks. We've got Mo Harkless. Bobby Portis out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Elfrid Payton, and it's Dotson in at the 2. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. No good with the layup. Payton against White. And Young kicks to Satoransky. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. Knicks trail by 18. Here's Dotson. Felicio with a rebound.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, we all know that circumstances and time changes everything. In Dallas, Dennis Smith Jr. thought he was going to be the cornerstone. But with the arrival of Luka Doncic, everything changed. The promising point guard was traded to the Knicks, and Smith said it was important. It's a big opportunity, and I've just got to make the most of it. Kevin, we know one thing in New York, the ball is back in Smith's hands.
And DA, that's when he is at his best. Thank you. The Knicks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
Well, the Knicks had a lot of turnover trading for expiring contracts. They did what they could to accommodate the wishes of a lot of vets.
Yeah, the problem right now for the Knicks is they're not inviting to a lot of free agents, and that's really where they're trying to make their play. So fascinating over the course of the past decade that New York has not been able to attract the top-tier talent. So building through the draft, Coach Fizdale hopeful that they'll land a star one way or another.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The shot by Satoransky, no good. Knicks trail by 14. Here's Dotson. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Robinson's checked in for Portis. Julius Randle comes in for Taj Gibson. Kevin Knox is checked in for Harkless. And it's Dennis Smith in for Payton.
Find the lane. Find the lane. One shot.
Faster pace now, Brent, in the NBA. This has become an endurance sport, and well-conditioned athletes are a must.
Obviously, Kevin, over the past couple of seasons, the pace has picked back up. It's very reminiscent of the early 80s when you had the Lakers running, the Denver Nuggets running.
Yes.
You have these teams that are just flying up and down the floor. So as a fan, I think it's a wonderful opportunity, especially the closer you can sit, to watch a Russell Westbrook, to watch a Paul George, to see a Giannis get up and down the floor with such fluidity and grace and skill set. So the game opening up has also opened the eyes to the fans about just how great the athleticism of NBA players is.
And love seeing Porter this aggressive on offense, knows how to get to his spots and take advantage.
And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Out left to the wing. That's tipped. White with it. Pass to Markkanen. From deep. Here's Carter. He feeds it to Porter. Second shot opportunity. That one falls coming off Carter's feed. 14 points for Otto Porter Jr. Knicks trail by 15. Smith dishes to Robinson. There's the pass to Dotson. And he's good on the 3-ball. Dotson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Left side, Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And every year, Porter seems to get better. His three-point shot continues to evolve, and he's embraced taking on more responsibility.
Bulls shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And one of the highlights on the season has been their ability to make free throws. How about 82% as a unit?
The first one falls, and New York making a change here. Barrett's checked in. And Porter drops them both. Knicks trail by 14. Smith up top. White covering. Rebound by the Bulls. Markkanen's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Porter. No good on that one. The Knicks go the other way with it. Smith outside. Now, here's Barrett. Defense right on him. Pass to Knox. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Bulls have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And that one falls for White.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Good on both.
Well, Fizdale, part of those great teams in Miami as an assistant coach with Eric Spoelstra. He coaches with a lot of fire and enthusiasm, is very involved emotionally in what his team does on a daily basis, and it's why a lot of these young players are gravitating towards his coaching style.
The Bulls leading by 12. Passes it to Porter. Now here's Markkanen. Over Randall, and too long on the shot. And New York hope that Fizdale's likability would be a factor in free agency.
Yeah, I think it's going to help the Knicks as they move forward here. Try to find some stability with their coach. That way David Fizdale and his messaging can remain consistent with the type of players that they try to attract here to Gotham.
Outside Porter. Pass to Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Smith the pass to Randall. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Here's Carter. Fades away. Here's Barrett. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you like the toughness there. Barrett being more comfortable having to deal with an aggressive defense.
Here's Carter. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 7 rebounds in the game. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Here's White. It's deflected.
That's just a good, solid, instinctual play there from Randall.
Porter passes to Markkanen. Over Randall. To stop the drought. Out to White. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. White's got 6 points.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Here's Barrett. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Well, looking into the gaps of the defense there, he's not going to miss many of those when he gets to that range.
White the pass to Markkanen. He doesn't hit that one. Randall with some nice D.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Now the pass to White. And White slams it in.
And at 6'5", White more than capable athletically, like the aggressiveness there.
Here's Smith. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Pass to Randall. Markkanen pulls it in. Markkanen's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
For New York, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. Bean comes in for Valentine. And it's done in for White.
One shot.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for Chicago. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Passes it to Levine. Now Carter. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. Chicago making a switch here. Alicio's checked in. Young finds Porter. Over Smith. That's good from Porter on the assist from Thaddeus Young. And that's 18 points for Otto Porter Jr. And here's Smith. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
No one near Smith as he lets it go. New York, no good that time either. Outside, Levine. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now an 11-point Chicago lead. New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Smith with it, now defended by Levine. Smith kicks to Robinson. Here's Barrett. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
You see Zach LaVine in the Bulls uniform, and it's hard not to think of the trade that sent him here. He was a big part of the deal that sent Jimmy Butler out of Chicago.
And with Levine and the Butler trade, there were a lot of critics at the time. But you know what, Greg? It's worked out for the Bulls.
And Kevin, the Bulls took a chance with Levine, and he's developed into a bright young star. Took another risk giving him a big contract after the injury, but he's come back better and stronger since then.
He throw good, Levine. Well, you just watch Levine play, and you can see the athleticism he possesses. Greg just explodes anytime he wants to.
And guys, with Levine, the speed and first step have always been there for him. But you can see the strength he's added to his game since his rookie year whenever he goes at the rim.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Hammers the alley-oop through.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Smith drives in. Misses from close range.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
1:16 left in the second quarter. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Knicks. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Chicago. They're in 7th and looking to hold on to that seed for the playoffs. And checking out New York, 4 games back.
And right now for the Knicks, there's been such a different feel to them this season. The confidence that was completely absent from last year's squad is back, and they pulled themselves here into contention.
Well, for a team that didn't sniff the postseason last year, you have to wonder how they're going to handle the pressure of being in the playoffs this year. Not to mention the postseason itself, if and when they get there.
Young finds Satoransky. He can't get that one to fall. Great D that time from Portis. Smith with it. Now defended by Levine. They grab their own miss.
Yeah, I'm sure the scouting report had something like put a body on Taj Gibson. That time the defense did not.
Chicago leading by 13. We've got 28 seconds left now here in the second. At the top of the key, Felicio. Right side, Levine. But they get it back. Goes up again. Back to Young. Just 5 to shoot. Over Gibson. Shots good from Young. Young's got his second basket.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
What a performance for Otto Porter. He has been the story for Chicago. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. What a game it's been for Otto Porter. He had 18 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that with the nice first half he had here. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Hey, tonight's proof. Otto Porter's at his best when he's aggressive. You want unselfishness, but this offense takes on a different look when he's scoring.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Otto Porter really making a difference here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. So for Chicago right now, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Porter in at the 3 slot.
And Markkanen continuing to improve inside. I mean, utilizing his height, D has a tough time matching up with somebody with his skill set.
Smith the pass to Robinson. Pass to Randall. Rebound by the Bulls. Markkanen's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's White missing. Knicks trail by 17. Here's Knox. Chicago grabs the miss. Carter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Porter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. And Porter drops them both. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for New York, trailing by 19. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the 3rd. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Porter, and finished off by Porter.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for them.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Stolen by Markkanen. Oh, Porter in position. That shot off. And New York will come the other way. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That's his 1st foul. Knicks trail by 21. Smith outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Smith's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
That's a pretty gritty play there by Dennis Smith Jr.
And White kicks to Carter. On the wing, Porter. He dishes it to Markkanen. Over Randall. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist from Porter. Porter's got his 4th assist in this one. The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the 2nd half. The pass to Barrett. Puts up a 3. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And, well, like a lot of young players, Barrett's working hard to become proficient from range.
On the wing, Porter. Markkanen against Randall. Fades and shoots. Here's Carter. Left side, Markkanen. Over Randall. Here's Carter. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Carter's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Barrett. Over Levine. To get open is Robinson. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, before he became a head coach in Memphis and New York, David Fizdale spent 8 seasons as an assistant under Eric Spoelstra in Miami. Now, Spo said he's a brilliant basketball mind that has exceptional gold standard level communication skills. One of the most talented coaches I've been around. So, Kevin, Fizdale is highly respected.
David, he sure is. Great reputation. Now getting his shot. Thank you so much. The Bulls haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Porter. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul. Knicks trail by 21. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Knox, guarded by Levine. Robinson kicks to Randall, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Randall's got his first points of the night.
Randall's teammates loving seeing this. Shots like this are helping out this offense. He's taking the lead, Kevin.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Markkanen. Back to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And for a player that didn't come in with a lot of fanfare to the NBA, Markkanen is one of the top young players in the league.
Yeah, call him the marksman or the finisher. Call him Larry Bird, if you like. Fantastic stretch 4, who showed he could be a focal point of an offense, can play with an edge as well, and is just scratching the surface of his potential.
And it's Randall starting that possession, Kevin.
Chicago leading by 17. Now White, 8 points for him. Levine finds Markkanen. Back to Levine. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And he's flourishing as a scorer. But Brent, how does Julius Randle take that next step?
Well, I think, Kevin, if he keeps improving on his consistency, shooting from that 10-foot to 16-foot range where guys are daring him to shoot and not wanting to deal with him driving into them. You know, last year he went up 6 percentage points from 35% to 41% in that 10 to 16-foot range. You keep seeing that kind of improvement, the growth in his game is going to come.
First one falls for him.
And in flashes, Levine has shown he can be a star. Now, he has to put it all together on a consistent basis.
Dotson's checked in for Dennis Smith. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. And so Levine nails both of them. Knicks trail by 19. Here's Dotson. He's got 10. Back to Knox. Stolen by Levine. Randall brings the double team. Porter kicks to Valentine. Levine wide open. And the Bulls with another miss. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's foul number 2 for him. Portis, he's checked in for Robinson. And the Bulls making a change also. Young's checked in. Here's Dotson. Rebound collected by Levine. Levine's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's stolen by Randall. And Zach Levine gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Dunn, he's checked in for White. Passes to Knox. Trying to get open is Randall. And the basket by Knox. Knox has got 4 points this quarter.
And Knox showing you a lot of what it is that he can do in terms of his offensive arsenal.
Now here's Valentine. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Young finds Markkanen. Down low. And here's Young. Puts one up from 19. Rebounded by Knox. Pass to Barrett. Back to Knox. Now here's Barrett. Dunn covering. Barrett no good. The Bulls leading by 17. They swipe it. Dotson the pass to Barrett. Over Dunn. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 13.
And a effective mid-range scorer. Barrett excels at finding openings in the defense and capitalizing.
Markkanen. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Knox. Valentine grabs the board. Levine with it. 16 points for him. Young inside. Randall on him. Shots good from Young.
And he shot a lower than average volume here tonight, but his efficiency doing it has helped the team build the lead.
And here's Barrett. The pass to Portis. Pass to Dotson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Barrett, no good.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Markkanen against Randall. Young with no one around. They get it back.
And remember, at 7 feet tall, Markkanen is tough to keep off the board, solid at tracking down misses on that offensive glass.
Here's Randall. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
For New York, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. The Knicks making a switch here. Harkless is checked in. The Bulls also changing it up. Felicia's checked in for Markkanen, and Satoransky's subbed in for Levine. That free throw good from Randall. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
not
NBA.
In today's game, and not with what's at stake.
Over to the wing. Dunn right side. Hits the three-point bomb. Dunn's got 7.
And how about Dunn getting the ball in a great spot, making the deep attempt look too easy.
Here's Barrett. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Valentine. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so don't doubt he's pleased with that.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. Taj Gibson's checked in for New York. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Bulls. And the second free throw, good. Here's Dotson. 10 points for him. Sweet little floater. 12 points for him.
He knew what he wanted to do all along.
the teardrop.
The Bulls leading by 16. Now Satoransky. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. To the middle. Here's Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Barrett. Here's Dotson. 12 points for him. Passes it to Barrett. Looking to get back on track here. He can't get that one. Chicago's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. Here's Dunn. Up and in on the layup. Dunn's got 9.
And Dunn is spectacular, seeking contact and getting it. He just absorbs the hit, yet still able to finish.
1:32 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Here's Dotson. It's hauled in by Dunn. Porter with it. Guarded now by Harkless. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. That one good for 2.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's Barrett. He's got 13. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Dotson. Feeds to Gibson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Thaddeus Young.
Now, Taj Gibson is not going to back down from anybody. He really does enjoy when the game gets physical.
New York shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. That one is off.
Taj Gibson is tough, proven veteran who plays well on both ends of the court.
Smith checked in for Barrett. And the Bulls making a change also. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Denzel Valentine. He hits the 2nd from the line. The Bulls leading by 21. Now here's Satoransky. On the wing, Porter. Portis brings the double team. Young, and Young with the stuff.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
41 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Here's Dotson. He's got 12. Tries to save it, and it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession. The Knicks making a switch here. Barrett's checked in. 30 seconds left in the 3rd. Smith kicks to Portis. The pass to Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Satoransky and misses it off the right side of the rim. Chicago's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the 3rd. Carter outside. The dish to Porter. That one falls, coming off Carter's feed. Porter's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
What a performance for Otto Porter. He has been the story for the Chicago Bulls. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him, and I think there's more where that came from. Back to the action after this word. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The Knicks shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Payton is out there with Wayne Ellington. Then there's Mo Harkless. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And it's Gibson in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 for New York right now. The shot by Payton, no good. The Bulls shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Here's Satoransky, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Brent, a few players now host podcasts, participate with those elements, with those vehicles during the season. Any thoughts on that?
I think it's great. I think it's fantastic for our fan base and for our players to have an outlet, to have conversations and share a little bit more about their personality. It grows them as people, I think, Kevin, especially I've listened to J.J. Redick's many times over, and you learn something new, not only about players, but about their interests and how they're spending time. And I think if you were a young player, let's say you were a high school senior and you're a college player and you're listening to some of the things that guys are talking about in their experiences, I think it's invaluable for what it is that you don't know exists around a player in the NBA, and for you to start having considerations about how difficult the task is, how mentally taxing. So these things are great outlets for the players.
He's off on the second. Carter dishes to Porter. Another shot. It's deflected. Ellington inside the three-point line. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
Carter, the pass to Porter. Back to Carter. Over Gibson. And it's Carter missing.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bulls. Inside. And then Carter with the dunk.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Payton with the ball. Pass to Bullock. Gibson up top. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Payton. Misses the 3. And here are the Bulls now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Satoransky, the pass to Porter. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Hutchison. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Taj Gibson picks one up. But how often do players argue calls knowing that they are in the wrong? They know they're going after something that was the correct call.
Let's just say often, Kevin. I mean, you just never the whistle.
Are they thinking ahead in terms of saying?
I don't think so. It's emotional. It's just an emotional reaction. I mean, you're out there running around and doing what you do, and you get a whistle, you're going to react to it like, oh, I did something wrong. Why am I in the principal's office right now? I want to get my side out. I know you saw it. Everybody does.
It sounds like you may have done a lot of that.
I try to avoid that, Kevin. Quite frankly.
Did you? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think that's healthy for you and your reputation.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Reggie Bullock. Barrett comes in for Wayne Ellington. And it's Dennis Smith in for Elfrid Payton. Pass to Robinson. Over Carter. Robinson misses.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
To the left wing. With the shot. Offensive rebound. It's good on the putback. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
Left side, Gibson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Monday, the Houston Rockets will come into town. And then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
That's good from Gibson. Brent, you know, the NBA not the only league with great players and great play. Talk about some of the other prominent leagues around the world. There's some terrific competition.
There's some great competition overseas in the Turkish leagues. Some very good players that play in the Russian league. There are some great players who are coming out of Australia, and we're actually seeing players now skip playing in the G League to go down to Australia to start their development and professional careers. So when we talk about the world game, Kevin, we're not joking around. It's a very real thing, and we continue to invite the best players that we can find, and they come from all over.
And that one's good, Harrison.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, that's just Smith Jr. breaking down a defense with the handle and then taking what he sees.
Pass to Hutchison. Harrison in the corner. And there's the pass to Felicio. Over Gibson. Felicio, no good. The Knicks have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Carter leading the charge. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
The defense producing easy looks. It just helps you conserve some energy for late in the game.
Here's Trier. Smith outside. Rebound by the Bulls. Felicio's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's Harrison. Pass to Carter. You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple years is, forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Harrison, covered by Smith, and that one's good. Harrison.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Here's Trier. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
If you give him an inch of space, he's going to make you pay.
The Bulls have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Harrison. Here's Hutchison, defended by Harkless. And there's the foul. It'll go on Mo Harkless. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Kevin Knox is checked in for the Knicks. Valentine's checked in for the Bulls. On defense, New York. Pass to Felicio. Clock at 6. Over Robinson. Felicio with the bucket. New York's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Trier. lot of missing stats from the 60s and 70s, but if we could go back and look at those actual numbers, any players you think would really be catching our eye in terms of, wow, I didn't know that guy was that good, or he's better than I thought he was?
Well, don't we always look at the incredible, mind-boggling numbers of Wilt Chamberlain
yes,
and think, what was that guy doing?
Yeah.
And we don't even have half of it.
No.
So Wilt Chamberlain comes to mind first. What I think about Kevin when that question comes up is how many great players through the 70s and also really through the 80s, because the three-point line wasn't accentuated enough, missed the opportunity to be even greater scorers. I mean, Jerry West with a three-point line.
Can you imagine that?
You got to be kidding me. So there's a lot of gap of those players too that also, because of changes in rules and because the three-point line wasn't in, that we would be talking about in terms of nostalgia and their accomplishments with a much different voice.
Even someone as recent as Jordan, with the rules the way they are now.
Absolutely.
Unbelievable.
With the openness of the floor and what Michael could do, as if he wanted to prove he could do more.
Exactly. Archie Diacono kicks to Harrison. There's the pass to Archie Diacono. Now Valentine. No good on the three. And a fast break now for New York. And there's the call on Ryan Arcidiacono. That's his first foul. And there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. That is his first foul of the game. Robinson passes to Bullock.
Yeah, they're starting to go in the wrong direction in terms of turnovers. It's slowly becoming a problem.
And that one's good. Harrison.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats do you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot about...
Which is everything shooting. Free throws.
Yeah, well, I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt three-point shooting percentage, two-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit like, oh, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league?
Right.
As if, you know, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far behind.
And the Knicks making a change here. Gibson's checked in, and the Bulls making a change here as well. Carter's checked in, so he picks up just one from the line that time. Here's Harrison. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
That free throw good from Harrison. And so it's New York with it. And here is Ellington. Here's Trier. Goes up on the wing. Kept alive. Here's Robinson. Good work defensively by Carter.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And bird right's an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So if player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the culture.
There's Trier with the three. Felicio with the rebound. Felicio's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Hutchison. He's off on the first. Randall's checked in for Robinson. Good on the second free throw. Here's Trier.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Got a piece of it.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Here's Harrison. Ellington defending. And that one's good. Harrison's got 14 points here in the second half.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
New York's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Trier. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Chicago's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Carter, the pass to Felicio. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Gibson. No one near Randall as he lets it go. No good that time. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Pass to Arcidiacono. Off target from outside. Stolen by Carter. Felicio, the pass to Hutchison. And the Bulls with another miss. And here's Gibson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. Now Bullock. And he uses the glass on the layup.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
The Bulls shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. Passes it to Felicio. Over Gibson. Knicks with the rebound. 1:24 left here in the fourth quarter.
And one team is just the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Chicago.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only one left to play.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Otto Porter Jr.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Here's Arcidiacono. Pass to Harrison. Here's Hutchison. Here's Arcidiacono. 4 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. From deep three-point range. The shot by Harrison, no good. And the Knicks with possession here. 11 feet away, and that one good. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Arcidiacono. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.